Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. I'm your host Jim. Back with me again, as usual, is
Co-host Nate Dog.
Nate Dog. What's going on, Nate?
What's happening, Jimbotron?
Oh, you know me, just living a dream.
Drinking water.
Yeah, peeing a lot. I got to pee now, so let's get this show on the road. Let's hurry this one up because I can't just put a Gatorade bottle there. Oh, can we say Gatorade? Oh, maybe not.
And until then, pull the Godspeed.
I can tell you Gatorade stories all day long. Not personally Gatorade, but Gatorade bottles. But anyways,
Those things are lifesavers on trips.
oh yeah, there's a guy in Berlin, Germany. I'll just tell you one real quick one. There's a guy in Berlin, Germany, when I was stationed out there, who I'm not gonna say his name in case he watches, like he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't. But anyways, when he PCS'd or ETS, I don't know what he did at the time, when he got out of service and left there, they had to go clean out his locker. They found Gatorade bottles full of urine. He didn't want to walk down the hall to the bathroom, so he's just peeing in bottles and putting them in his locker. It was crazy. It was nasty.
Well, he didn't dump them out in the morning at least. Good Lord.
Nope.
Maybe he was doing that on purpose. That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe. He was that kind of person. But anyways, welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. This is where we talk about headlines that we just get off the news media, and we may or may not read the article.
May not.
Chances are we might not have, but we might have heard something about it. But we're going to talk about them because we know, just like you ain't got time to read all that stuff. But we're going to tell you what we think they mean. Because why, Nate?
Because it's average Redford to better in the world, then we know everything.
Exactly. So let's get started.
And everyone fact checked. Yep.
Oh yeah. American Idol contestant C.J. Harris dies at 31, apparent heart attack.
Oh, was I supposed to be surprised?
No, but I mean, like, heart attacks are surprises, right?
Yeah, man, at 31, that's kind of odd to have one at that young age. Mm-hmm. Nothing new with nothing new that anything went on the past 2 years, though.
Well, that's the funny part is, like, before COVID, you might not have thought anything about this, right? We could have said diet. We could have just said, whatever.
Yeah.
DNA, health, whatever. But now you got to question, and there's a lot.
You're not allowed to question it.
Well, yeah, but we will. There's a lot now of athletes, like people in peak performance, just dropping and like I said, I mean, this could all be resolved real easy. Just share his status. You know what I mean? I know it's HIPAA stuff, whatever, but share it. Like, if all these people have one thing in common, hello, if the man never had a certain poison put in his body for, mandatory reasons, then you can't blame that. It's pretty simple. You know what I mean? Like, so let's have that. You know what I mean? If they're dead, it's not HIPAA. You don't need to worry about HIPAA anymore.
True.
Because they're dead.
You're right. Yep.
You know what I mean? So let's start revealing every time somebody has one of these incidents, especially if they die, obviously, or ask them if they'd share it. Share their status.
Not even if they die. Well,
well, you can't share their. Yeah, they'd have to volunteer.
Right. True. But if you're gonna investigate them all, you don't have to share who had it. When you say 99% of them had it, then there's your answer.
Right.
I'm not saying which ones, but it's just 99% of 100. You figure out which one didn't.
Right. I mean, that's what I said. So you can clear up the conspiracy theories, because if they didn't, then people are overreacting.
Yeah, exactly.
And the truth could be told, like police brutality against black, they're no more common than against white people, but we put them on TV all the time. We think they're happening every day.
We should use science to disprove the spell that people think it's happening.
Right. So let's do it. Let's get this data out there. Let's do it. Every time somebody has one, put it out there.
Do you think the data won't be skewed at all?
Well, I mean, I guess.
What we also found was.
Well, that's true, though. But that is true, right? It is true. There are other variables, right? So even if we just said, let's say everybody did have it, and they're all dropping, we still couldn't say that was absolute, but it was a common denominator. You know what I mean? That could be helpful. So maybe they had something else. Just like when people were dying from the virus we just had, I think we still had a virus or something. We might have it now. I think whatever. But when people were dying from it, they were trying to say, oh, it's, people underlying conditions, old people that, so they're trying to find the common denominator so people could know who this is affecting.
What's kind of funny, it's not mandatory for, I don't think, anything anymore.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I think it still is.
Maybe
I think there's
hospital
still
wise,
some
but
fights going on. Yeah.
it ain't mandatory for the military. It ain't mandatory for government civilians. It ain't mandatory for a lot of
I think
things it
was the
was mandatory
airlines
for.
just fought theirs, and I think actually Biden and them are trying to push back on that to make the airlines still have to conform to all that COVID stuff. And I think he just renewed the COVID emergency or something.
I don't know, but you ain't got to wear a mask on an airplane. You ain't gonna be vaccinated, go to airplane.
Right,
Yeah.
because there's a stay on it. But he's trying to fight and get that lifted. So you go back to that. I just saw an article about that, but I didn't include it because I thought it was boring and I figured I'd wait to see the result. But speaking of airlines, booyah! TSA confiscates an anti tank weapon from a passenger's luggage at a Texas airport.
Was it a carry on?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I actually kind of saw this, and it looks like an AT-4,
Right.
but I mean, I guess AT stands for anti-tank, right? So maybe it was an AT-4. How the hell did he get an anti-tank weapon?
Well, I wonder if
Well,
it's even really real.
I'm just proud to see TSA's doing their job.
Well, dude, if they missed that one, it'd be done. Like, you do know that I used to work at TSA, right?
I heard your story once or twice. Yeah.
I mean, and let me tell you, the things that got passed through TSA would blow your mind. They stole more than they found. I mean, it was
Oh,
ridiculous.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Well, this was in
But
Texas. They should let it go.
right, right. Because clearly they were leaving Texas, right? So they were going somewhere else to use it.
Well, you can fly Texas to Texas, and it'd still be a
Uh,
longer flight than from New York to Florida. So,
did you read the article?
no, I didn't read the article.
Clearly they were leaving Texas.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, I was in the military. I know how this anti-tank stuff works.
You take it out. You take it out of state. They're probably leaving country with it. They're leaving. They'd be better off just leaving country.
Maybe, yeah, maybe they're leaving the country.
Well, they confiscated the tank weapon. Did the passenger get in trouble at all, though? Did they arrest him?
They surely
Or
should.
they just took the tank weapon and said, "Okay, you can go now, sir."
Right. Well, I mean, like that's what I said in the beginning too. If it was even real, like maybe it was even just a test. You know, somebody be trolling these people.
Sir, do you have anything to declare? This anti-tank weapon.
Yeah, right. I mean, I wonder if the
He
law's
got,
even written that way.
he got through customs, just not TSA.
Yeah. Some dude said, "Oh, I want to keep this," and some guy said, "You can't. I think it's illegal. We should tell." That's how it went down. I'm telling you. Guy was like, "Hey, can we keep this? Can you fit this under the counter?" Oh no, man, that's crazy.
Not that one. Not that one.
Right. I tell you about the guy that in the passenger screening that was real all acting shady and all. We had to screen his bags. I mean, he was sweating and looking around. You know, the typical thing.
Yeah.
And he wanted to help open his bag. He didn't want us to open it, and so they're pushing around. But caused a little commotion when they opened it. All these male sex toys fell on the floor, and he was like embarrassed. So that's why he didn't. But it was hilarious.
If
But
that's the
anyways,
worst thing you're carrying, buddy, by all means, zip it back up.
exactly.
I'm never
Thank
going to see
goodness.
you. I'm probably never going to see you again.
Thank good, or you might want to buy one from him. I don't know. Hey, you got a business card? But anyways, yeah, no AT4s on the airplanes for you idiots that think that that's a cool idea. So, all right, so let's get
Well,
into more. What's that? Oh, you
let's
got more?
blow up this headline and move on to the next
Yeah, all
one.
right, good idea. Let's get into this one that's more ethically sound. Biden removed his tax filings from campaign website 3 weeks before FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago.
Well, why would we remove them if they're rated in Mar-a-Lago?
I obviously I
Is
didn't read the
is
article.
that supposed to say Trump removed, or is it a typo, or what?
I didn't read the article, but I'm clearly thinking the same thing. Like, why does this matter? But maybe there's something to it.
Maybe, but uh,
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. Who cares? I don't
I
care what
know
his taxes
taxes.
are.
Trump's taxes were released, so maybe he removed his so they couldn't be compared to Trump's. But that's not what this is about. It says the raid on Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Who
What
knows?
is the relevance between the two?
And we know they all lie on their taxes anyway. So even if your tax filings are, they're probably not correct anyway.
Right. Or
Found,
like Trump,
or you hide money somewhere else where well, I shouldn't say hide. You use a proper tax system to claim money or not claim money. You don't have to.
right. And that's what Trump did. And that's why they're mad at him because he lost millions of dollars and only had to pay $76 of taxes. Like, first of all, people who are complaining probably never made those millions of dollars or lost those millions of dollars to, you know what I mean? So
Wish I could claim
it's
my
just crazy.
losses to my TSP.
Yeah,
That'd
maybe
be
you can.
no, that'd be
You might be able
nice.
to. Is it tax deductible? I don't know.
Once I withdraw it.
Oh, after well, from you, that withdrawal is not a loss.
No, no, no. I'm just talking about the losses from the stock market in the past 2 years. But
Oh, I was
anyways,
gonna say TSP had the loss because they lost your money, so maybe they can claim it.
you just said they lost my money, so it's my
Yeah,
money.
exactly. So this is no surprise either. Just whatever. I don't know what's going on here, but Biden's corrupt anyway. So we can just move right into the next corrupt person or silly fool here. Rep. Sheila Jackson Lee wants to criminalize white people criticizing minorities.
That just sounds racist.
Well, it is, of course.
I don't even know who she is, but
Well, I
to
guess
criminalize white people criticizing minorities. So that's basically anybody except a white person.
I think it's so funny, that eventually this whole angle is going to get old, right? You know what I mean? Because I think it is a big melting pot. You know what I mean? So this whole minorities and white people thing, it's going to get old because I don't really know. Like they say, the white person is going to be a minority for the first time and whatever. Like, okay, so my half is Hispanic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so this whole minority crap's going to get old because then the mixed people are going to be the majority. So then who's going to be the minorities? You know what
Right?
I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
it's just so stupid. The whole argument's stupid. And then if you ever bring this over to like another country, like Asia, an Asia country in Asia, China or Africa, who's the minorities there? So when these people say minorities, they're talking about people of color in America.
Yeah, but you go to China, they're going to criminalize the Chinese people for criticizing minorities. You don't know that?
Yeah, of course they're gonna. No, they're not. China probably endorses it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so, and I even saw a guy. I even saw a guy. I don't know where he was from, but he made a comment. He said, "You realize America is the only country that uses the words white and black people. Every other country calls them Americans.
Oh, yeah.
So whether you're white or black, you're still an American. We're the only country that calls our people white and black people.
Or Caucasian and African American.
Right. Well,
How
whatever
about
term,
just
whatever
how
term
about
is acceptable.
how about just American?
Or resident, non-resident, or illegals, or yeah, whatever.
Legal Americans and illegal Americans.
Right. So what do you think the punishment is for criticizing a minority? And how do
But
you identify a minority?
they're not white because it's only for
Yeah,
white
but I
people.
mean, yeah, but I mean, so who else could be minorities? Is it just race-based minorities?
Everybody except white people are minorities.
Okay,
Because
so all
white
right.
people are the majority. So
What if you're
anything,
Hispanic and you look white? Does that still count as white?
nope, you're a minority. How do you
Well, yeah,
how
but
do
how
you
do you identify
identify?
that? Yeah,
How do you
you have to
identify?
ask people, or people have to walk around with their race on their shirt, or wait, maybe a star on their shirt on their sleeve. Oh, weird, right? Just so weird, right? Anyways, let's get off that garbage. Patient died after hospital guards tackled her from mask being too low. I'm laughing, but it's sad. It's really sad.
These hospital guards, they're just pathetic. That's stupid. Over a mask, you guys are just stupid.
I, you know,
I'm using your word for people now. Stupid.
I know, but I gotta stop
Those
calling
people are
people
stupid.
stupid. I gotta
I know,
tell you, I
but
gotta stop that.
you group a lot of people as being stupid. I'm just grouping these hospital guards as being
Okay,
stupid. I mean,
all
you're
right.
tackling somebody for a mask being too low. Let me guess. When you tackle them, your mask probably was too low too, so they should have tackled you right back, right? I mean,
Well,
come
I'm
on,
sure. I'm sure there's
stupid.
more to the story, right?
Oh,
You know what I
I'm
mean? If
sure.
that was the reason they went after her because her mask was too low, that's stupid. I agree. That's stupid. If there's more to the story, like maybe they went to tell her, "Hey, pull up your mask," and things, guys. I didn't read the whole thing. I did actually peek into it because I thought it was so stupid, but I totally forgot what it was about. So I'm just gonna make the rest up. But the point being is I had an experience like this at the VA hospital. I think I told you this already
Yeah, you
when my
did.
buddy overdosed and whatever, and I was
Yeah.
bringing him in there, and the guy was like, Where's your mask? I'm like, my buddy's in the chair, like need medical assistance in the emergency room, and this guy's more concerned about my mask. You're stupid for that. Like you're an
Yes.
idiot. Even when if I go to a hospital right now, they're wearing masks, but they're not pressuring you. The VA though, they're I don't know, dude. I'm just yeah, screw them. So, anyways, yeah. So this is
I
stupid.
haven't been to a doctor facility in a long time, so I don't know. My
Yeah, weird.
chiropractor, I don't wear a mask. The eye doctor, I just went to, I don't have to wear a mask.
You're
I
a
go to
healthy
pla-
dude, man.
I go to places I don't have to wear a mask, so
I'm not so healthy, man.
you can drink water and ice it, you'll be better.
Oh yeah, I know the ice thing. I gotta look that up because I'm getting tired of seeing these commercials. The ice secret or the secret ice thing, like they all sound like scams because everybody's posting a video of it, waiting for you to click on their stuff. But I don't know. Maybe there's some ice thing. I don't know. Whatever it is.
You know, it's been since you're in the military. Ice it. Just ice it. Elevate it.
No,
Ice it.
you're
Drink
talking
some
about there.
water.
You're talking about ice. I'm talking about
Yeah, yeah.
actually a drink or something that you have before bed. But I will
Oh,
tell you this: I found this out. To drink cold water, you can actually lose weight because your body has to burn or heat up that water, so it's burning calories to heat up that water.
well, and also
Maybe that's got something to do
if
with
you
it.
drink a lot of water, it supposedly keeps you full, so you don't eat as much too. So that's how you can also lose
Also,
weight.
yes, and also it flushes out all the garbage because you know how much poop is actually in your system right now, and you don't realize it. Yeah,
None.
none for you. You're
Every
full of it.
every morning I download it.
You're full of poop.
Right now, I probably
All
am.
right, so let's move on. Let's go to sports, something you really love. NFL casually reveals chips inside footballs despite using sticks and chains to measure first downs.
Well, the FIFA World Cup, they were using chips inside the soccer balls all the whole entire World Cup to look if people were off sides, if someone touched the ball or someone moved the ball. Why wouldn't you use technology if it's out there?
No, you're right. I agree, but then why pretend that the chains and the sticks mattered?
Because it
Like,
looks cool.
yeah, I mean, like, why take time out to pull out the chains to move across that? That only seems like one more human error flaw that you can use to rig the game.
Yeah, and those chains are rigged. I mean, those chains aren't accurate. I mean,
No,
you can move them left, right, all you want.
right. And even while nobody's looking, you can move them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the chip's good. They should do away with everything.
yeah. And I know, like, I'm
I
not
mean,
I'm
they
not
got
really
all
for
them.
automating everything, but
Yeah, they got all them camera views in the pylons now.
right. But if you want a fair game, less referee interaction, then that's good. You know what I mean? Like I like the idea of having referees and stuff like that. I do like that, and I don't mind a couple mistakes here and there. But really, I mean, I'll give you a good example. Like the NHL did, they implemented the challenge rule, and they got rules around the challenges. So they still have a lot of human interaction. But when you think the ref is wrong, you can challenge it. And I know the football's had challenge, but you get
Yeah.
penalized. You get penalized. You lose your timeout, and you get a 2-minute penalty if you're wrong.
Oh, you lose your timeout in the NFL too.
Right, but you don't
But you
get a
don't get a
penalty.
no, you don't get a
Yeah,
penalty. No,
in the HL, they give you a penalty if you're wrong.
that's they want to limit you using it to make sure you're using it on
Exactly,
something valid and not using it as a
because they call it a delay game.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yep. There you
Yep.
go. That's what I'm looking for.
So I like that. I do like that they did that. So that's why I was saying I don't mind these things. Remember when the NHL they used the chip in the pucks when they were glowing, and they did that one year where they were
I
trying
remember,
to show people.
I remember your favorite thing was with a puck. They had that line where the puck went, so you can see where the puck is.
Dude, that's what I just said.
You loved it. I thought that was just something on TV that they were doing.
No, they put something in the puck because they actually showed where the puck was, and then when
Yeah,
it did it, it showed the streak from where it shot it. Yeah.
you loved that.
Well, no, to me it was distracting because
I know
I know
you
how to
hated
play
it.
hockey,
You're
right?
like, you
Yeah.
should know where the puck is. If you watch hockey, you should know where the puck is.
Right, exactly. So to me it was distracting, but I thought it was really cool to bring on new fans and stuff like that.
And it's gone already. It's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, right. It didn't. Yeah, I guess it didn't bring anybody, right? So, and speaking of gone, we're going to be gone after this one right here. So, unless you got something to add, because or you got to
Nope.
go to the bathroom. All right, you got to get to the. I got to go to the bathroom because I had to pee this whole episode. Remember? So we're going to move along. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Veteran, I know I haven't been saying it lately, but get involved. Reach out to us. Go to the website. It's below, like it's always been all episode. Get involved and get on the show. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin.